achieved on satellite.
Hi everyone, this is Goddess Taya 4444. If you're new here, welcome. If you're welcome, if you're returning, welcome back.
Here's a look at our enhanced satellite over the last 3 hours.
Okay.
Not as impressive.
If you would like to join, just click the subscribe button and you're in. The sign that we are reading for today is Capricorn.
How strong these thunderstorms are. So look how we've nearly eroded away those colder cloud tops. So as these cloud tops have been warming, in fact, in the last couple scans, check this out. It looks as though, well, I scanned it wrong. You'll see it in a moment. But it looks as though we've opened up on the southwest side there. So I'd be really surprised if this is still a major by the time we get our next advisory coming up this afternoon. So stay with us here. I think we're going to see this thing continue to weaken very gradually, or I should say at this point significantly as we go throughout the day today. Cooler waters having its number on it, right? We're sitting in water temperatures that are now in the 70s. 80 degrees is that threshold when we see tropical thunderstorm development sustained. Now we're seeing that knock off, right? So those cooler waters having an impact on the
Give me a minute, y'all. Okay.
And when we take a look at our forecast track, you can see expecting to see this thing drop below hurricane status.
So,
as it passes
Capricorn.
north of the Hawaiian Islands. Now, right now, you know,
this
as
is
far
your
as
reading.
the forecast track goes, confidence is pretty up there that we're not expecting a direct
I love these
impact
coins.
to Hawaii. But do we get
I love
rain
these
bands?
coins. I got these coins from
Temu,
Temu.com.
that want to drop Kiko a little further to the south, and I think we'll have to see how that
Okay,
comes
Holy
together.
Spirit, what message do you have for my Capricorns? What do my Capricorns need? You know?
Those cooler waters going to continue to erode away the storm. But here's what we know as far
What
as
do my
impacts to Hawaii for now.
Capricorns need, you
Big
know?
waves are going to start to arrive as soon as tomorrow afternoon. You can see
Y'all,
9-foot waves on the east side of the Big Island.
these coins, they have weight to them. They really, they have weight to them. So they are good coins. I'm really pleased with them. It's worth the money. I think they are about $1 and something. I'm not sure.
This is just our probability, the opportunity that we get a couple of wind gusts out of here. So anywhere between, say, 5 to upwards of 10 or 15%, I'd say, up towards Honolulu, Hilo on the lower end, but increased cloud cover. That's definitely something we'll see. And on our future radar and wind gusts, we could see wind gusts upwards of 20 to 30 miles an hour. That's there in Hilo. Stronger wind gusts and higher elevations. Couple showers passing. There's Kiko passing up to the north. So confidence now that we won't see any landfall here. But still, I mean, it'll be something for people to talk about on the Hawaiian Islands. And we're going to keep you up to date should anything change or come together in the next few days. Sand is vanishing at an alarming rate along our coastlines. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has been replenishing these eroded beaches for decades to protect homes, property, and communities. You may have seen the work in action this summer at the Jersey Shore. Fox Weather's Katie Byrne takes us to Brick, New Jersey, where crews are widening beaches and shaping the coastline.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers tries to do this work as fast as possible, so they build ramps using sand over piping like this to reopen
feeling
stretches
like
of
you
the
were
beach
stabbed in the
go.
back. This is crossing you. Knight of Pentacles.
And they've moved pretty quick. I was here on Saturday and they were down there, and now a couple days later they're already past where I'm staying.
During construction, our contractor closes no more than 1,000 feet of consecutive beach.
Steve Rochette is a spokesperson for the U.S. Army Corps of
Behind
Engineers in
you,
Philadelphia.
We maintain projects along about 100 miles of New Jersey and Delaware coastline. That's our district alone.
This project is one of the biggest. It's been a marvel just to watch.
Crowning you, Knight of Swords.
Like many of these projects, this one began after Superstorm Sandy devastated the area.
There were
For
actually
you,
bridges along this section just north of here in Mantoloking, where the ocean and bay were connected.
So there was no beach. All the homes were destroyed.
Keith Watson, the project manager, says crews come back every 3 years.
Either you feel like you have been stabbed in the back, or you're going to be stabbed in the back.
As it's being directed onshore and protects the dunes. The dunes are the primary source of protection or damage reduction for the homes as the tides rise with hurricanes and northeasters.
That's coming. There's an offer that is coming in, but you are feeling like you are going to be stabbed in your back.
The process is impressive to watch. Sand is borrowed from the seafloor, pumped onto the beach, and shaped with massive bulldozers.
I can't believe that this was under construction 2 days ago, and now I'm able to sit on it. I'm gonna walk right over the ramp and sit as close to the water as I can.
Work during hurricane season means constantly monitoring the forecast and moving equipment quickly if a storm approaches.
Something is coming in fast. Some kind of information, negative information is coming in fast.
It can be just as devastating to a beach as a hurricane. Hurricanes come by really quick, really violent. But the northeasters can stick around for days and do a lot more damage erosion-wise.
Beachgoers appreciate the effort,
even though it might be a little
this is an offer, some kind of offer.
And it's worth it, especially if you have property down here.
This is some kind of offer that is coming in that's emotional.
We're in better shape again.
When all is said and done with
something
this project,
that you wish
US
for
Army Corps of Engineers will have pumped about
in the past,
200,000 dump
something
trucks
that you
worth of
wished
sand
for
back onto the beaches here. In Brick, New Jersey, Katie Bird.
That offer is in the past.
Widespread reports of tree damage in Massachusetts as a strong storm ripped
coming
through yesterday. Thousands of
fast.
people were left without
It
power.
might be
and the National
about
Weather
some
Service
money.
confirming a tornado in Holden, that's just north of Worcester. A survey team is set to go out tomorrow. You're looking at some of the damage coming out of Holden, mostly some large tree branches.
It
And
might
some
be
trees
your
down on
job
wires,
not
but
paying you.
Still, an impressive storm, and we had a strong line of storms work its way through Massachusetts yesterday, and all it took was just a brief little spin, and boy did we have that twist in the atmosphere yesterday.
Because you have the night of
cold front,
cups.
that's the culprit, and that cold front has just now
6 of cups.
kicked off the coast. So what you're seeing here, the shower action on the back side of that front, is what we call
9 of Pentacles.
post-frontal. But the other thing you can see here on
You
our
lost.
radar and our
You
satellite
lost your job.
is,
You're gonna lose your
well,
job.
the clearing. So
You
we
have
have
the
some
Emperor.
sunshine still to go this afternoon, even if you've been locked into those clouds. I walked into work this morning.
You
with
lost
my
your
umbrella
job.
up. It was definitely a
You
wet
lost your
start
job.
in New York City, but we had a number of storm reports come in the last 24
It happened
hours.
out of
at
nowhere.
least, 50 or more. Let alone
you
New
lost your
England,
stability.
down the 95 corridor across New Jersey. We had trees downed, some power outages. The Rutgers football game,
This was
ended
a
up with big
woman.
win, but they were delayed
They
because
did
of lightning.
this.
Rain was what we needed. It's been very dry in the Northeast. We've had a couple spurts of it here or there over the last couple of weeks.
I have
but we
the
did
10
pick
of-
up a good
10 of
amount of rain.
Pentacles.
Radar estimates upwards of 2 to 3 inches with those storms that trained across central and South Jersey. A good 1 to 2 inches
10
of
of
rain in and around
Pentacles.
New York City, the 5 boroughs, and then we take that up
And
into
the,
New England, Connecticut, Massachusetts,
Hermit.
across the Worcester Hills. The more intense
A
storms
Virgo
that
could
pushed
be
their way through
involved.
here dropped some heavier rain, which is what
So
knocked
this
those
is
totals a little higher.
Either you
upwards of
have
2
a
to 3
family,
inches. But now that the
or
rain is
maybe a
slowly
family
coming to an end, and I
member
say slowly because it is lingering on the
made
coast.
you
We're
lose
gonna
a
keep
job.
couple
I'm
showers
hearing
around
the
out of
family
Boston, out along the
business.
Cape, Rhode Island, perhaps the eastern tip of Long Island. I think New York City to Philadelphia.
They're
Here we
a
are as we head to the
family
dinner hour.
business.
Drier, and I think at this point clouds start to break. Sun sets, showers push off, so we will be dry for the start of the week, and that's when
Something
we
that
start
you
to
wish
talk
for
about
your
cool down.
family
Now,
business.
the cool down not going
Because
to
there
last
was a
as
lot of
long, nor will it
burdens
be
there.
as powerful as it has been in the last, say, 2
A
weeks
lot
or
of
so, since that
burdens
mid-August.
with your
You can actually start to
business.
see it lifting up already. We have this cutoff low over Hudson Bay up there
Okay,
in Canada.
maybe
But we started the
you,
morning in the mid and upper 30s across the upper Midwest. Bismarck,
Maybe
across the
you-
northern plains, Duluth, Minneapolis in the 40s.
I don't
Still
know
holding
if you
on to
took
those
out a
60s on the
loan. It
95
has something to
corridor,
do
but here
with
we are by
money.
tomorrow, dropping down into the 40s and 50s. One of the coolest starts that we've had in a while. 40s across the interior.
Maybe.
After tomorrow morning, we start to see those
King
temperatures
of Cups.
rebound, and in a big way up across the Midwest, where we have temperatures are going to be upwards of anywhere 10 to 20 degrees above average. August
maybe
so
this King of Cups was emptying your
we're talking the
business,
mid-80s,
maybe
perhaps
stealing
90
from your
by the time
business
Friday
or
rolls
something.
around. We've got more coming up here on Fox Weather Live. Stay with us.
You need business tech that's flexible,
You were
efficient,
stabbed
and
in the
delicious.
back.
That's why you need
Your
EasyCater.
center card
The
is
mission
10 of
critical,
swords.
all-in-one
You
tech
were
platform
stabbed in the
for
back.
ordering food for work. Get started at EasyCater.com.
So I'm feeling like this person came in.
I don't know what I was thinking. Welcome to the danger zone. But here at the Gold and Silver, we're legendary with great decisions.
How much do you want for it? $600K.
No. We know our history.
Not came in, but
Right people.
Thank you, Mr. Dillon. Good luck to you.
And how to win
I'm
big.
feeling like this person was
Cool.
stealing
Lucky for
from your
you,
business.
What happens here doesn't stay in Vegas.
I might just be nuts for buying these things.
7 of swords.
History Channel, only on Samsung TV Plus.
They were stealing from your business. You see, they was making a way off. They making their way off with something. So they making the way off with your money. And this happened real fast, or it will. A Virgo may be involved. Okay, I'm hearing, this hasn't happened yet, but there is a Virgo that is involved. You need to protect your business, your home business, your business. Protect your money, because they're trying to get away with stealing some money from you. So if you have a bank account, I tell you what, if you have a bank account and they have your card, you better get a new card. You better get a new card and cancel that other card, because they're gonna make way. They're gonna make way in getting your money. 7 of Cups. You see that snake right here? That's a snake. And I'm hearing this may happen around Christmas time. Knight of Wands.
With a hurricane
I'm hearing that you're feeling.
What the heck is a potential tropical cyclone?
Your intuition has been telling you something. Your intuition has been telling you something. You have the 5 of Wands here. And
was forecast to intensify and head toward Florida. So the concept of a
this
potential
is
tropical cyclone
family.
was created. Think of it as a potential tropical threat. It means there's a good chance land areas will be affected. Advisories are issued, including a
Now
cold.
that
In this
you,
case, the system was forecast
if
to
you
reach
protect
Category 3.
yourself
That storm became
and
devastating in Helene. So the next time you hear of a potential tropical cyclone, just ignore the confusing name and pay attention to the forecast. Fox Weather has you covered this hurricane season.
listen to what
Find
I
out how to
said.
Stream us free at foxweather.tv.
They're gonna be at each other's throat.
Fox Weather, your Hurricane HQ.
These are
and
family
usually
members.
Start to September in the tropics may not last much longer.
Yeah,
we
they
are going
being
to
a
continue to keep
fool.
our eyes on the middle of the month of
They're
September.
being
However,
fools,
we
y'all.
can breathe easy, because for now, as we head into peak season this week, we
They're
have
doing this
nothing
shit
to track
secretly.
in the Atlantic Basin. That's good to say, right? That makes
They
you feel
may
good,
be
but of
doing
course, as
spell work.
always, the season is long, and we're always preparing. We're always keeping our eyes on something.
So
for
this
now,
cycle
no
will
tropical development
end.
expected in the next 7 days, but
You will
that's
end
just
this.
across the main development region. We do start to look a little closer home as
Yep.
we look towards middle and end of September. Visible satellite over the last 6 hours. You might be thinking to yourself,
You
well,
might
I'm gonna
be
invest in one. We're tracking that
changing
all
your
week long.
accounts
Couldn't
right
that have been
now. You
Gabrielle?
might realize
Well, at one
this
point
about
we
your
thought so,
family.
right? It was at 90% odds from the National Hurricane Center. Models were picking it up, but then waffling. Picking it up and then waffling,
Okay.
run after run, and at the end
A
of the day,
family
well, Invest 91L has
and
now
your
died
karmic
in
lover.
the Atlantic Basin. You can see here on our visible satellite maybe a broad circulation, but there's no thunderstorms
You
connected
think
to it. We've
that
got maybe a little moisture and some
the
thunderstorm
divine has
development, but
brought
the
you
dust
all
has
together.
really won out. Dry, dusty air
That's
has
what
been
you
very
think.
present across the Atlantic Basin right now, and that is just squandering the opportunity for these tropical waves
Yeah,
to
you
grow
think that the
anything more than
divine
just
brought y'all
that.
together.
We do have a big plume of dust also that's just emerged off the coast of Africa, so that will
You
likely
are
be a
lovers.
long road if any of those waves do
I'm
start
wondering
to
if
work
you're
off, which is why
married.
we have higher confidence
Okay.
that things will be rather quiet out of the main
This-
development region.
This love
But
is
like I said,
toxic.
we always have to keep our eyes on something, and that's when we look a little closer
That
to
love
home.
is toxic.
Typically, towards the later half
Trying
of
to
the season,
find
we
you.
do look for the resurgence of those homegrown systems, and its stalled fronts have been a feature all summer long down there across the peninsula of Florida, up the eastern seaboard, and then down into the Gulf of America.
Yep.
That can oftentimes spawn
Trying to
a
find you,
tropical system.
see.
The front
Your
definitely
family
keeps
and your
running,
lover
but the
is
most
keeping their
important player, I
mouths
think, when it
shut.
comes to
They're
this
not
upcoming
trying
week and
to
perhaps later
say
into the month is going
nothing
to be this big
about
ridge of high
what they're
pressure.
doing.
What that's doing
They're
is
doing this
continuing
shit
to
secretly.
persist this wind pattern, banking up from the northeast along that front.
They're doing
At the same
something
time, we
about
have
your
this
money.
converging wind coming up out of the south.
If you have a
and so you get
business,
something that looks like this, and, well, a little
they're
bit of
doing
spin
something about
can
that.
develop along that boundary. And if that spin sits in our
They're
warmer
trying to
waters
fuck
across
you
the Gulf
all
of
the way
America,
around.
the basin that's been largely untapped, development is a possibility. We've seen this in the past through September. So definitely something we'll be watching for very closely. Our water temperature is very supportive of tropical growth. Now, sometimes you can get a front and nothing happens. But
this is
right
what
now,
they're
no
this is
major
what
red
they're
flags,
doing.
no
Look,
alarm
they're
bells
looking
going off,
for,
but it's just something that we will be watching for
so they can
very
be
closely,
celebrating
especially
this
if this weather
shit.
pattern of big digging troughs continues across the U.S.
This
that
is
can
what they're
start to
looking
heighten the
for,
opportunity
but
for
they're
something a
gonna
little
be,
closer to home.
they're gonna end up like this. They're gonna be end
Meteorological
up at
fall
each other's
arrived
throats.
on Monday, September the 1st, and that means that harvest season is here. Farmers
They're
producing
gonna
more than
regret
14 million pumpkins in the U.S.
They're gonna
last
regret
year
it.
in what was considered
So
a
the
successful crop. Illinois is
this
the
is
top
a
pumpkin
quote.
producing state in the U.S. Family members from Seibel's Cottonwood Farm talked to Fox Weather First
You may
Thursday,
be,
where they explained
and
what kind of
two, you may
impact
be a
the state's
twin
current
flame.
drought will have
However
on the
this
pumpkin crop
resonates,
ahead of Halloween.
take what fits
We're hoping for
and
good
leave
weather.
the rest for someone else.
Weather is everything to a farmer. It's our biggest
And
blessing.
switch
and
it
it's our
around
biggest
if you
curse.
need to.
And, you know, we've gone all the way since we planted the pumpkins in June, and watching the weather, you know, every day. And now it's coming to the point to where we want it to be comfortable for people to come
I'm
out
seeing
and
church,
to
so
buy
this
pumpkins and more importantly to enjoy
must
themselves
be.
and learn about our family farm.
I love that, especially because you get to share that with so many people. They take
The
their
church-
families there. You said
your
going back to
family.
June. You know, at times we have some
A
severe
preacher?
storms moving through here. Has that led
Preacher.
to any problems? Is the crop of this year looking just as good as last year?
A religious leader?
Yeah, we had 7 inches of rain over the course of about 36 hours a couple weeks ago, which is not great for anything. You can have too much of a good thing. But what our biggest concern is with pumpkins is too much moisture, and that can come in the form of
Somebody
morning
is
dew
intuitive,
humidity,
or you are
because pumpkins are very
intuitive.
prone to diseases that grow faster
Aquarius
when it's warm
could be
and
involved.
with high moisture. we have not had any effects, of course, of any of the hurricanes yet.
They got dreams, hopes, and
if it goes up along the
dreams.
East Coast, it'll affect our friends.
But you
further
are
east.
protecting
Nothing yet. We had a little bit
yourself
of rain
from
yesterday,
these people.
Where we're past the point where it's going
You
to
feel something intuitively.
for another couple of weeks until people come
Yes,
out
you
to
do.
pick that perfect pumpkin out.
Oh, you feel
And
something
then it's go time.
intuitively.
Jackson, you are a very lucky
You will
little
protect
boy.
yourself.
I mean, you got awesome mom, awesome grandpa right there. What's your favorite part about growing up on a farm?
Being able to drive around on your tractors.
Yeah, he's here most days.
Wow.
And, he tells everybody he's got to come to work because he has to work.
King of
and he does.
Knight of
He's,
Pentacles.
even though he's only 6 years old, he has figured out what needs to be done. He's the first one to point out something that's wrong.
Yeah.
If something's out of place, if something is broken.
You have the Four Swords.
He's always telling us,
and the King of Pentacles.
He's kind of our little watchdog. But he's out and he's
This
riding the
person
tractors, driving the tractors, mowing the grass. So he's
is
very
trying
involved, not
to
just having fun, which I'm sure it is. But,
be on a
he does have
throne.
a job on the farm. It's really great to have him
This
here.
religious
Jackson,
person.
control is
This
so
Knight of
keep up the
Pentacles
good
is
work there, my
a
little friend.
religious
We appreciate
person.
it.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We wish you guys luck with the fall festivals. Have fun.
Hey, we're always here for forecast.
He's gonna be in
You just give
regret.
us a call, my friend.
What? No, not in
We'll
what
watch and we look forward to having
God
more
wants to
counseling
give
and
him.
people
He's
out here
not giving.
this fall. We love teaching
He-
people about life on the farm, the history
Four
of our
Cups.
farm, how you
God
grow a
is
pumpkin,
trying
how you
to
gain
give
flowers.
him.
There's so much that people don't know. They take for granted. The food comes from the grocery store. It does not come
There's
from the
nothing
grocery
in
store
this cup.
or from a
There's
lab.
nothing in it.
Super important lessons
So-
for everybody, especially for our younger generations. And
He's
there's
not
three
gonna get
awesome
nothing.
generations of farming
Look,
right
God
now.
is
They're
not
from,
giving him nothing.
Illinois. Paul, Katie, thank you so much. And Jackson, go have a good day. Light up your
God is
fire.
not giving him nothing. He wants the world, though. He wants the world.
What a sweet story. Florida is wet.
I'm
yet
telling
again.
you the
It's the
truth
same old
about
storyline
this.
that we've
You
had,
need to
well, all
see the
weekend
truth
long,
in the
all
matter.
week long this past week, and if I remember correctly, it
You
feels
need
like
to see
Groundhog
the
Day. We were
truth.
talking about this last weekend too. Central and South Florida in for a soggy stretch. That steady pattern, it continues. Showers and storms, they pick up in the afternoon, continue through the evening, settle
Okay.
sometimes at night.
All right.
But I think in this upcoming stretch, we might see a little
You
more
will,
storminess stick
you
around
will
after sunset. Here's a
awaken.
look at the last 3 hours.
You
Isolated
will
coverage for now.
awaken.
Tampa working its way in. A couple storms pushing off from
Yeah.
along the Gulf. We do have some sunshine out there, and that sun works to heat up the atmosphere and gets things bubbling up. as we head
Nine
towards the
of
later
Wands
afternoon
and
hours.
Six of
Cold front.
Pentacles.
Remember we talked about that. Boy, did it come screaming in across the Northeast yesterday. Finally has kicked the coast. But you guessed it, it stalls up down across the peninsula of Florida. And so what that does, as soon as
You have been
tomorrow and then
given to them
continues
for
in the
quite
middle of
some
this week,
time.
is pump up our moisture, give us a stalled pattern of convergence
Neglected
along the
yourself.
peninsula that lifts up the atmosphere, and then that
I'm
gives
feeling
us
it.
well,
You
a better
neglected
opportunity
yourself.
for the coverage of showers and thunderstorms. A little pulse of energy too. We
To
get
give
sometimes a
to
little
them.
spin along that boundary, and that could also enhance our thunderstorm
You
coverage.
will awaken
Today,
to that.
tomorrow, Tuesday,
You will
level 1 was
awaken
paved all the way up to Jacksonville, down through South Florida.
to the truth.
I-4, 75, 95, all included within that. So just be aware
Yeah,
that we could
you
certainly
will
see
awaken to
some
the
street
truth.
flooding, pockets of ponding along your drive. Here we are as we continue through the afternoon. 6 o'clock this evening,
Eight
Jacksonville,
of
Daytona
Wands.
Beach,
Five.
Melbourne, down just north of Miami.
Eight of
We have a good
Wands.
coverage of showers and storms.
Fast
West
communication
Coast looks to clear things out a touch.
is coming
Now, as we
in.
go into the overnight,
Your
we will
intuition
maybe
is
see a
coming
little
in
action stick
fast.
around, but most of this will favor after that lunch hour, continuing on into the evening. Now, here we are Tuesday, similar story. As we
They
get
are
into
sending
Wednesday,
you
we
all
are expecting
kind.
to
They
pick up a
are.
good 2 to 3, upwards of 3 to 5 inches.
They
of
are.
rain. And I keep saying 3 to 5 inches of rain. Note that we've already picked that
They
up
are
over the
sending
last
you
several days, and so We are saturating the ground.
Communication.
We need that because
Some
we
kind
have
of
been in a drier
they're
stretch through
sending you
much of
some
this summer. We've had
communication.
drought creep in across the East Coast. Vero Beach down to Miami. Those thunderstorms in the forecast. Here we are on Tuesday. Temperatures held
What's
down
going
into the 80s.
on? They're sending you that
And I'm hopeful
communication.
that this upcoming Thursday we get an update on the drought monitor, that we will start to see
But I
that
will
severe and
tell
extreme
you.
drought fade a touch, just given how much rain we have.
I will tell
in
you
the
that a
last
soulmate
several days,
is
well,
coming
over a week
in.
or more at this point. But Fort Lauderdale and its 8th
I'm hearing that this if you're with someone,
we're glad to have you joining us here on Fox Weather Live.
if
Have
you are
those
with
notifications
someone
turned on
right
your
now,
Fox Weather app to get the latest
you are
information
with
for
your
location.
soulmate.
Download it for free in your iOS or Android app stores. We'll be
Your
right back.
soulmate probably been trying to
I have a lot
tell
of
you
ambitions
this.
in life. I have a lot of dreams. I try to push myself in every step. PGCC
Your soulmate
has
might
helped
have
me
been,
achieve my
might be
success
trying to
by
tell you
pushing me
this.
out of my
Tell
comfort
you
zone. My favorite
this.
experience at PGCC, I went to New Orleans and I tried gator bites. Nobody wanted to try, but I was like, I like to try new things, so I ate some gator bites. I am Maricela, and I have the freedom to learn at PGCC.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall
I
right into
am
place.
seeing
But
a
other times, they
soulmate
just fall.
here.
What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for
I
free
am
anytime,
seeing
anywhere,
a
and do everything
soulmate
you need
here.
to get back on the road. All set. Here you go.
Coming in or waiting
Get it fixed
for
now
you.
and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like
Let me
repair,
see.
safe like replace.
Yosemite National Park. 1,200 square miles of soaring cliffs, cascading falls, and endless groves of sequoias. They didn't set out to
You're
change America, but
wondering.
that's what ended up
You're
happening.
wondering.
For years, I was using makeup that would cake
Whether
or
you should
crease
listen
my
to your
wrinkles.
person or not.
Ultimately, I did not like the way it looked. So I created the perfect kit of makeup for mature skin.
Yeah.
I call it Daily Routine. Daily Routine comes with our signature Balance and Brighten foundation, our Marbleized blush, our Natural Glow highlighter, and of course, our favorite Kabuki brush. Daily Routine gives you a natural looking coverage and a beautifully fresh look. Learn more about Daily Routine at laurageller.com.
Nick Saban took Alabama football to a new level. He retired.
The goal gone.
Damn.
And you coming in, this is best of the best.
I just want to touch somebody with my story.
Y'all are representing every little kid that can't come out.
I forgive you for me and for us. Okay, this night of Pentacles, they're saying, I forgive you for me and for us.
We could get a small business on fast.
That's what they're saying.
Or
So I'm feeling like either this is that you all may have been struggling together, right? As far as money is concerned.
As soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
Maybe I'm really feeling like he tried to tell you something,
90 days, no phones, no TVs, no clue. Who knows what they
or
missed?
is trying to tell you something about
Streaming now.
your family, doing spell work on you.
Welcome in here to Fox Weather Live. I'm meteorologist Jane Minar. Let's dive into today's weather headlines.
Like I said, you might have a
HQ,
business.
Hurricane Kiko's heading toward the Hawaiian Islands.
I'm feeling like you have a
rip
business.
currents are possible. Emergency crews emphasizing preparedness as it nears. Meanwhile, Wednesday marks the climatological peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. Severe storms
Tell
hit
me
the
about
Northeast
this
yesterday. Storms stretching
night
across the
of
I-95
sword.
corridor from D.C. up through Maine. Numerous trees and power lines downed as storms ripped across the region. Reports of a tornado in Massachusetts. And rounds of rain and flooding remain
Yeah,
present across
this
Florida.
night of
You guessed
sword.
it, it's soggy. This is
Wait
the
a
result
minute, hold
of a
up.
stalled front.
I forgive
3 to 5
you
inches of rain possible
for
across
me
parts of South Florida
and for
through Wednesday.
us.
Thanks for joining us on
That's
Sunday.
this
Lots to
Knight
get to
of
this hour. You'll
Pentacles.
hear from Fox Weather meteorologist Michael Estime.
This Knight
He's
of
reporting
Pentacles
for us
that
live from
stab
Hawaii. He's been there all morning
you
long.
in your
and
back.
Temperatures. They're set to move into the northeast after yesterday's
Maybe a
storms.
family
But this
member.
cool down
See, he was
might not
mature,
last as
immature.
long as it has in the past. That false
See, he was
fall
immature.
perhaps entering
You know?
the picture this week. So let's begin the hour with Hurricane Kiko. Fox Weather is your Hurricane HQ, and Kiko
I
currently sitting
forgive
a
you
good
for
715
me
miles
and
or
for
so,
us.
give or take, east of Hilo, Hawaii. It is
I don't
set
know
to
what the
pass
fuck
close
he
to the
mean
island
by
chains
he
by midweek,
forgive
but
you
likely to pass up
when
to the
he
north.
the one
Will it
stabbed
remain
you
a
in
major
the
hurricane today?
motherfucking
That
back.
is the question. It's been sitting in much cooler
But
waters,
this
and that has certainly
Knight
begun
of
to hamper
Swords that
the
is
storm's
rushing
intensity.
in,
That was a satellite image of when it looked
I
beautiful,
question
earlier this week. That
if
picture
I
perfect
am
look,
what you
but,
need.
it looks like we just had a data dropout, which stinks because I think we had a really good picture of the eye, but you can just see how it's disheveled a bit more, and we did
So,
get that dropout. But this is, I'll do you one
you
better.
were
How
in a
about this? We took a
relationship.
snapshot. So Friday, Saturday, and actually just about an hour ago, right? Here's our timeline.
And maybe
of
all
our
this
major
is going
status. Now,
on while
we
you
achieved
all are
Cat 4
together.
on Thursday. Through Friday, kind of wobbled in intensity, but boy, was it picture perfect. You look
He
at
is
that eye popping off the map. One thing
questioning
that I want you to really
if
focus in on here
he is,
too is
he
you
or
see that grayish
she
color, that darker black grayish color.
is
That's
what
really
you
cold cloud
need.
tops, signifying really intense and tall thunderstorm development.
So if
Here
your
we were yesterday,
person
right, and you had this nearly
is trying to
symmetrical
tell you
Kiko
something,
that eye
you
popping
need
off
to
the map
listen
once again,
to
perfect
them.
circle, rather large, but then also around the eye of Kiko, you had a donut of strong thunderstorm
Your
development,
spirit
still
blooms
getting in on that
anew
blackish
each
color, right,
time
indicating
life
strong and
challenges
tall
you.
thunderstorms. This is, well, a snapshot about an hour
If
ago.
you
And
listen,
look how things have changed. We no longer have
you
that
need to
darkish
listen to
black or
him
gray color. So as those cloud
or
tops
her.
warm, we
You need to
trend
listen to
into
your
the
person.
more yellows and reds and oranges, right? And so we
I'm
start to
hearing
see
it's
that
not what you
intensity
want to
drop.
hear
Also, too, I noticed we had a bit of an
because
opening on the south
you're like,
side. So I would be really surprised as we
but
get our next advisory
say
this
like,
evening.
but
if
this
we
is
do
my parents. This
maintain
is my
major
church.
status here
And
with
I have to
Kiko,
do
because I
so
think
and
these
so and
cooler
so and
waters
so.
are definitely
Baby,
hampering
they're
its
doing
ability
spell
to
work on
remain
you.
intensified,
Okay?
and it's going to be
So
the
if your
case as it
person is
continues
trying
along its
to
path
tell
north of the
you
Hawaiian Islands. Now, as
this,
it weakens, how does that
you need to
wobble the
listen
storm,
to
right?
them.
We'll see. There is still some question on the magnitude of impact
Because
to the Hawaiian Islands as far as wind and rain
the
goes.
more
We
you
will
don't,
certainly see enough storm energy
he
pick
in
up our
his
wave heights and bring
mind
some rip
is
current
saying
risks
to
around the island
himself,
chains. Here we are as we go through Tuesday
you
and
know,
Wednesday. That's about when we're going to see the biggest
why
impact, or
why
at
do I
least
need to be
as
here?
far as
You
feeling
know,
Kiko is likely to happen by that Tuesday morning. From there,
you
continuing
know,
to
he
weaken into a tropical storm.
has
But here's our
negative
forecast
thoughts.
uncertainty. No, many of the ensembles remain right within the center of that
And
track,
he know
keeping it
these
north of the Hawaiian
people
Islands.
is
But there
trying
are
to
a few
fuck up your
that do
connection
drop
with
outside
your
of that code.
person.
So we'll see
And
how
you
this
may be a
ultimately plays out.
twin.
The hurricane hunters, they are set to fly into Kiko
If
later
not,
today.
your
And so that, I think, is
soulmate.
really going to shore up
Because
this
the Lover's
uncertainty
card
and give
came
us
out.
that real-time data to ingest in our models,
And
and
or
we're going to see some improvements
maybe
here. But Kiko is a rather small
your
storm.
ex
Only 80 miles out is those tropical storm force wind
stabbed
gusts, hurricane
you
wind
in
gusts
your
upwards of
back.
35 miles. So small but mighty. And when you take a look at those wind chances, a
and
slower
he talking
storm
about
obviously
he
decreases
forgive
our
you
ability to get those tropical
for
storm force
him
wind gusts across the
and
islands.
you
If
all.
anything, that 5 to
That
10%
motherfucker out of
chance
his
is
mind.
probably going to be at our higher elevations.
He's out of his
right? But we
mind.
will see some increased cloudiness, some showers, certainly through Tuesday
You
and
see,
Wednesday. How much rain we get
he
will be a
wanted that
question.
wish.
We need some rain
He
across the
wanted the
Hawaiian
wish
Islands,
with
but there's
you.
those wave heights
But
as soon as
there's
tomorrow
somebody
afternoon
else
starting to peak as
that has
Kiko
come
passes up to the
in.
north through Tuesday night into Wednesday with upwards of 6 to 9 feet, maybe upwards of a foot in some cases.
Trying to talk to you probably.
The Hawaiian
Yeah,
Islands under
trying
a
to
state of
talk to you
emergency,
and you're
and folks
just
are putting in their last best effort to get ahead of Hurricane Kiko.
not
Large
listening.
surf is expected to become a danger as soon as today, certainly into tomorrow. And Fox Weather meteorologist Michael Estime is in Hilo, Hawaii, with a look at the conditions this morning.
Love shouldn't feel this heavy.
Hurricane Kiko is literally just a few hundred miles.
Somebody's coming in between your relationship.
And yes, in the coming days, we're expecting
okay.
big-time
All right.
impacts, not just
you all
with
are
rain,
apart.
but with wind and perhaps most significantly, big-time
even though
surf.
you all are
So
apart,
we're talking about winds.
he still
at
loves
times,
you.
especially Tuesday into Wednesday, in excess of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Certainly strong
he
enough
was
to bring down
questioning
some tree
himself
limbs
if
onto a few
he is
power
what you
lines.
need.
We're also talking about that
You
threat for
need to
big-time
listen
waves.
to
And when we talk about significant wave action, I
your
want you to remember
person.
that here on the Big Island of Hawaii, we typically
I'm telling you, you need to
heights
listen to
between
your
2
person.
to about 6 feet. Now, as Hurricane Kiko
Because
moves by and makes its closest approach to the Big Island, we're expecting
your
those wave
family,
heights to be between 9
I'm
to
hearing
12
it could
foot
be an
waves, not only
ex-husband.
beating at the coastline, so erosion
Could be
an
a
issue,
husband.
but also because we have a
stabbing you in your
full
back
moon later on today,
about
that is
some
also
money.
going to enhance the wave
But I didn't
heights.
see
So
husband,
coastal
so
flooding going to be a concern, not
it's
just on the
not
Big Island,
husband.
but also as you move toward places like Maui, you move toward Oahu.
It's not
of course, we
husband
have
at
the
all.
famous Waikiki
Because I didn't,
Beach.
husband
That's gonna
didn't
be a
come out.
big issue.
Might
In terms of the
be
timeline, Monday
common.
evening into Tuesday
Maybe
morning is
you
when we'll see
all
the
have
biggest
lived
wave heights on the
together,
Big Island.
something.
Maui, we're talking
I
6
don't
to
know,
12 foot
but
waves Tuesday
if your
afternoon.
person
And
has
then
been
for
trying to
Oahu,
tell
Waikiki,
you
and Honolulu
something,
specifically, that's going to
that
be
some
on
spell
Wednesday.
work is
Again, one of the
going
reasons
on
why
or
the
whatever,
governor of Hawaii has issued that state of
you
emergency,
need to,
along with the National Weather Service issuing
you
those
need to
coastal
take
flood
heed to that.
statements. We talk
Right?
about power being an issue. Listen to what Hawaiian Electric
So
spokesperson
that's
Darren
it.
Pai
Y'all
had to
have a
say.
blessed day,
We are
and
making sure that we're going to have staffing available and ready to respond.
I'll be
And
back
we're
with another
going
reading
through
later.
all of our various
Bye.
emergency